When I first contemplated getting involved in politics, I would be watching the news and I'd be listening to everything that's going on. I would get so upset that I would start yelling at the TV. And I use the analogy as I would throw stuff at the TV, I would break the TVs, that we were running out of TVs and I couldn't afford buying TV anymore. As a matter of fact, my wife would jokingly say, well, it's time for your medicine because you have to calm down. So because of that, I thought to myself, I said, you know, someone needs to do something about this. And then I thought about doing something. I said, well, certainly not me. Someone else should do something about this. And it's funny how we always know something needs to be done, but we always project it, well, someone else will probably do it, or they'll do it, they'll take care of it. We don't have to do it. And then it came to me that it's because people like me think that way. And I always think that someone else is going to do it, but it came to me and says, Dave, you have to do something about this. You need to be proactive and not reactive. So that's when I said, you know what? We need to do something. I need to do something. I can't just stand idly by and watch what's happening because of my children and our grandchildren, and I'm watching all of America suffering out here. And I can't understand why they go with policies that they go with. I can't understand why they're spending almost twice as much as what they're taking in. You know, my uncle wrote a book, it was called The Monopoly Game. And in the book, he had a phrase that says, if your outgo exceeds your income, your upkeep will be your downfall. And that's exactly what's happening in America. We cannot keep spending our children's future, our grandchildren's future, and our great-grandchildren's future. We can't do this. We have a debt ceiling right now, just the debt ceiling, of almost $16 trillion. And now they're talking about raising it another $1.2 trillion. We've already given President Obama and this administration another $2.6 trillion on top of the $14.5 trillion that they spent already. You know, people don't realize 12 zeros is massive. You don't even have a calculator that could handle 12 zeros. You have to put two calculators together to handle that. So it was time that somebody who ran businesses, who owned businesses, who dealt with payrolls, who paid their taxes, you know, who signed the front of the checks, not the back of the checks, actually gets involved and makes a difference. And then I decided that someone needed to do something, and I talked to my family. We prayed about it, we discussed it, and we came to the conclusion that we would do something. So that's why I decided to get involved.